What's going on, everybody? I'm Dory Goodman, the time teller. I'm not at all happy right now. This smile is totally fake. I'm just putting it on for the camera because the reality is Daddy's a little scared right now, okay? Daddy is a little bit freaked out. All you gotta do is take a look at the title of this episode and it should be very, very clear why it is incredibly difficult for me to admit that there are some Seikos out there that even I would not wear, all right? I love Seiko to death. However, they are not immune to designing some hideous watches once in a while. And I'm gonna go ahead and share 5 of those hideous watches with you right now, and let's just get this over with. It's 3:55 p.m. Let's get down to business. Now guys, I'm currently wearing my Seiko SSC105 Tuna, and yeah, this is definitely not on the list today because I love this watch. This is one of my favorite Seikos ever, one of my favorite watches ever, but the first ugly watch we will be talking about today is the Seiko SRP797. Now guys, if you see me looking down, it's because I have my MacBook here. I'm gonna be taking a look at these watches. Unfortunately, the same pictures that you guys will be looking at. I know, none of us want to take a look at these watches right now, but we gotta for the sake of the episode. Now guys, here's the deal. This is all my opinion. I'm just trying to have some fun. If you guys like any of these watches, if you own any of the watches on the list today, just have a good sense of humor about this. I'm not trying to poke fun at anyone. I'm not trying to offend anyone. These are just some Seikos I think should never have seen the light of day. That's all. All right, Seiko 5 SRP797. On the surface, this watch doesn't look all that offensive. And when you look at the spec sheet, actually looks pretty good. It's got a 100-meter water resistance rating with a threaded crown, and I believe it has the same movement that's in the Seiko Baby Tuna, the 4R36 automatic movement. You're getting hacking and hand wind, and you're getting a day-date complication. That's great, right? But then you look at the size of this watch and you realize it is 48 millimeters. So not only is this watch super angular, it is a bit too edgy for me. This is just a big angular edgy watch, kind of like most Invictas. Seriously, whoever designed this at Seiko was just trying to tap into Invicta's consumer base because this just looks like a really well-made Invicta. And just really quick before we move on to the next one, what is going on with that hour hand? I mean, that hour hand is almost phallic. Can I say that? Whatever, this YouTube channel is gonna get demonetized. Alrighty, so next on the list of ugly Seiko watches that I would never wear is actually kind of a confusing one for me because this is a watch I could see myself at one time being very interested in. And this is the Seiko SKZ 231. Now when you first look at it, it kind of has a utilitarian survivalist vibe, almost tactical, outdoorsy. Like, it's got a compass, it's got a 4 o'clock crown that I assume changes the date and time, but then you got this big Frankenstein bolt over by the 9 o'clock that I'm still not sure what it does. And then the more I look at this watch, it reminds me of that hideous Richard Mille watch that was designed for freaking Rambo. No, seriously, that Richard Mille was designed with Sylvester Stallone, okay? Looks like a big, chunky, cheap toy, although it's like $1 bajillion. Now this Seiko 5 is a bit cheaper than that Richard Mille, but again, it looks like a big kind of awkward toy. Like the bezel just looks kind of cheap and then the bracelet looks cheap. Maybe it's just this picture. Now this is only 43 millimeters, so it's not huge, but again, kind of lumpy and awkward, not for me. All right, so next on the list is really a whole series of Seiko watches, the Kochira line. What is going on with these watches? They are hideous, and the thing that's so frustrating about the Kochira line is that they have some really interesting complications, but it's almost not worth it because the watches are so freaking ugly. For instance, let's have a look at the SSC561 under the Kochira series. First of all, I don't know what color that dial is. It's, can I say poop on YouTube? And then the indexes have these really ugly gemstones on them. People never wear a watch with gemstones on the indexes. It looks gaudy and gross. And oh, it has a cabochon gemstone on the crown, a cabochon. But again, it has some really interesting complications. Perpetual calendar, it's a chronograph, it's solar powered, 100-meter water resistance rating, very cool features, very ugly watch. Nope. All right, so the next watch on the list I've actually complained about before, not this one specifically, but again, kind of a whole series of Seiko watches. I don't like the Kochira series or the Astron series, and unfortunately, these two groups kind of look a whole lot alike, and they are just similarly ugly. Now this one right here is actually the SSC105 limited edition world time GPS watch. Has a mother of pearl dial, maybe kind of fun to look at, but nothing I would actually ever wear. And then when you're mixing the mother of pearl dial with that rose gold plating and the dark crocodile leather strap, it's just, it doesn't work for me. And it's selling for over $1,500 online, so that's a whole lot of money for a whole lot of ugly. All right, guys, and there you have it. I think we just did five, right? We did that Invicta one, we did the ugly kind of Rambo Richard Mille one, we did the Kochira and the Astron. Ooh, we have one more. No! See, this is why I don't talk about modding watches, okay? I do not like modding watches because I don't trust you people. I don't trust people because when people are left to their own devices, they make things like this. What is this? No! That was a Seiko Turtle at one point, okay? Granted, Seiko didn't design this themselves to look that way, but someone did. Who thought this was a good idea, guys? I quit. We're done.
Okay, you know what, guys? The time teller just had a mental breakdown, so this is now an ASMR channel. Wow, that's so soothing. Here's a Nikon lens cap. Oh man, I'm so relaxed right now. Here's a MacBook keyboard. Amazing. You know what, guys? If you want to support the channel, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead, click that bell icon. And then what you can go ahead and do is never mod your watches ever again, okay? Modding watches has been canceled, all right? No more modding watches.
All right, guys, well, I got some anger out in this one, so whew, I feel good right now. But yeah, 5 Seiko watches I would never ever wear. Go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know what's your least favorite watch in this list and which watch did you actually like. It's okay, you can admit it. I won't make fun of you that bad. And you know what? Go ahead, comment, and let me know what's another really ugly Seiko that you would like us to all look at and have a laugh about. Again, leave me a comment in the comment section. That would be awesome. Also, go ahead, click the link in the description below, enter the giveaway. There's still a few days left to enter. You don't want to miss out. And then what you can do is click the link below that, and that'll take you to the Time Teller shop. So go ahead, support this channel, please. Click that link, shop around. It really does help me out a ton when you do that. So thank you. And you know what? If this is your first time joining us here, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. I promise I'm a little bit more normal in some of the other episodes. Kind of. I'm pretty crazy all the time. But go ahead, if you see it in your heart, if you feel it in your heart to subscribe to this channel, that would be awesome. Click that subscribe button. Go ahead, click that bell icon while you're at it so you do not miss an episode of the Time Teller. There is more craziness on the way, I promise. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.